conflict. Thank you. All right. We'll not be asking this guy again because he'll just be making people have bonus. He was not in class when we taught. What is it that helps us to determine how a poem is built? It's not your question. The answer is structure. It's not your question. What is it that helps us to determine how a poem is built? A work of art used to ridicule, to expose and mock for changes to be made is what? Satire. It's one chance. If you get it wrong once, the bonus goes to the next person. So the rhyme scheme of a limerick is what? Limerick. What? The rhyme scheme of a limerick. Let me help you a little. That's just like ABAB. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I said one. Yes? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I took my time to rub it out so that you know have a... Correct. AABBA. You're a smart guy. I like you. I like this guy. All right. Among all of this, what is it that is written in 5 lines? It's not you. A what? Limerick. Okay, thank you. A limerick is a poem of 5 lines. A limerick is a humorous poem of 5 lines. Okay. Which literary device here is used to say, is a work done to spite somebody, to laugh at the person? Which of these is used to describe a work you do to laugh at somebody, to ridicule them, to mock them? You're not even doing it to correct them. Yeah. You don't even care whether they change, but you're just mocking them. Lampoon, thank you. Lampoon. You. And they paid school fees. Okay. When nature is given the attribute of human beings, what do we call it? Pathetic fallacy. Let's see who wins. Remember, it's just one trial and one bonus to the other person. One trial. Okay. Okay. When there is reversal of fortune in a story, reversal of fortune of an individual in a story, what do we call it? Peripetia. Peripetia is the reversal of fortune in the life of a character. Okay. The way a writer applies skills and everything to prepare his work, what do we call it? Apply the skills and techniques to prepare his work. What can we say it is? Okay, the style. Alright, that's fine. What do we mean? What are we trying to say when we talk about the location and season of the actions in the work art? Certain, that's good. The chronological record of a person's personal experiences is what? One's personal experience. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What do you call it when the audience know better than the characters? Know better than the characters. Dramatic irony. That's fine. When we try to use evidences, quotes, and make reference to other work like encyclopedia to create a work, what type of work do you want to create? You gather evidences from different parts, you gather information, you make references to in your work, you use other people's work like encyclopedia to create your own work. What do you call that work you have created? That's wrong. Essay, thank you. That's an essay. You know, it's so painful when you are trying to win a match playing penalty, and at a point you see that somebody has scored 5, the other person scored 2. What will you do? How can you come back? I mean, the person has scored 3, you have scored only 1. There's a problem there. And you see this Oyibo, it does not give up. See how you go. All right. When I say life, it's not unkind to me. What have I used? What? Life justice. And this guy is a very wicked person. Is it his question or yours? All right. Solomon Grant, born on Monday, Christian on Tuesday, Marion on Wednesday, 2 kilos after the worst of Friday, answer to the very day Sunday. What have I used? What? No, you got it wrong. Yes, answered it. Okay, what? What? Okay, you want to give me the point? After reading that poem, I just felt pity for those going through pain in the poem. That pity that I just felt, what do I call it? That's my mood. Thank you. Thank you. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that means you can grab all the 5 points. You know, 5 we have here. Let me get it. Okay, let's say you get your own wrong, he takes it, and he gets this one. So I think you won. Even if you add the 4, it's 11 points. This will go. Okay, let's try that. Oh, thank God. You know, we minus 1 for you. Add it to this place first. Plus the diction that you score. You see how God is helping somebody. And that means you have already answered. So you think that we answer now. Alright, talk about in which animals are characters representing humans. What do you call it? Okay, the person that does poem, that writes poems. Okay, I don't think that's the answer. And language is a general term which you can use to talk about how an author brings words together using creativity to tell a story. It happens in drama, prose, and poetry. But take note, in poetry, basically, we can refer to interpretation, but generally for all of them, it's language. So that is bonus. I'll give the bonus to the man that answer last. That's how we've been doing it. There's almost there. The money is. So, 3. No, 500. Now we'll start the fresh one. We'll continue this. Continue. Okay, let's take this line now. We're still analyzing literary terms. We're still analyzing literary terms. Analyzing literary terms. Start with the first one. Imagery, imagery, imagery. Are you in? Are you in? Alright. Because I know this dude. But it will be a painful thing. It will do it fresh and this man still won't take it. To pay me. No, it's a good fresh one. We are not at this point. Because add this man, this some people make it to have plenty bonus and just do it. I trust this my guy. Trust this guy. Let's start. Imagery is a mental picture of what may not be concretely present. Imagery is an imaginative picture of what may not be concretely present. You see, the idea of imagery in literature is for you to be able to see with the eyes of the author. When you have good knowledge of imagery, it helps you to understand the story to the fullest. You know, imagery helps you to take the story out from the pages of the book to give it life and you see it. Imagery makes you to see how Mama Catherine Maytire Lewis died in this book, Redemption Road. She was being wheeled inside the wheelbarrow when the war was strong in Sierra Leone. They were pursuing and then Doolittle tried to push the wheelbarrow. Once she got more down, he said, "Come, you leave that wheelbarrow and leave that. Mama is old." Not like she pushed at the point, not that Mama is already dead. She began to create the mental pictures. Imagery is the imaginative picture of what may not be concretely present. It is the imaginative picture of what may not be concretely present. It is the mental picture created in the mind's eyes. It is the mental picture created in the mind's eyes. Imagery is the mental picture created in the mind's eyes. A good knowledge of imagery makes it easy for a storyteller, for an author to tell a story, because as you are writing, you're seeing ahead, you know your story is heading. As you're writing, you're seeing what characters look like. As you're writing, you're seeing the leave, the road they will pass, and all that. And that is what we also help the author. And I told you the other time that we have 7 types of imagery. 7. So we have visual imagery, we have auditory imagery, We have gustatory imagery. We have olfactory imagery. We have thermal imagery. We have kinesthetic imagery. We have tactile imagery. See it? Yes. Okay. The visual imagery is an image of sight. You should know that. It's an image of sight. The visual image is an image of sight. You know, this type of imagery, it comes to play when one hears something that is not actually present. You hear something that is not actually present. You see, the auditory imagery is an image of sound. Okay, let's say sight. Visual is image of sight. When you see something that is not actually present, take note of that. Sorry for that error. When you see something that is not actually present, see that. The visual imagery is an image of sight. It comes to play when you see what is not actually present, but you imagine, just based on imagination. You see it? That's visual imagery. That's visual imagery. Then get to the talk about the, what do we call it? Talk about the auditory imagery. The auditory imagery then is the image of sound. You know what I'm saying? Visual image of sight, auditory image of sound. We talk about the gustatory imagery. Gustatory imagery is an image of taste. Image of taste. Image of taste. Gustatory imagery is an image of taste. It's an image of taste. Gustatory imagery. You imagine the taste of something that's not actually present, not actually real. Just imagine the taste of it. It's called gustatory imagery. And we have the olfactory imagery, an image of smell. The olfactory imagery is an image of smell. Olfactory imagery is an image of smell. And then after that, we have the image of heat, which is the thermal imagery. The thermal imagery is an image of heat. The thermal imagery is an image of heat. We have the kinesthetic imagery. We have the kinesthetic imagery. The kinesthetic imagery is an image of motion. The kinesthetic imagery is an image of motion. We have the tactile imagery, which is an image of touch. You know, image of touch. And if you are doing your exam, the way you ask the question is very easy to answer. Very easy to answer. You know, so long as you know this 7 types of imagery, it makes it easy to be easy for you. Now, the next one is sarcasm. Sarcasm. Now, should we pay the sarcasm? Sarcasm is a type of irony. It's a figure of speech. Sarcasm is a type of irony. It is a figure of speech used when you spite somebody, when you hurt somebody's feeling indirectly by just saying the opposite of what you mean. You hurt somebody's feeling indirectly by just simply saying the opposite of what you mean. You hurt somebody's feelings indirectly by simply saying the opposite of what you mean. You see somebody that's not brilliant in class, they're just trying to struggle to meet up. And you say, wow, look at this guy. Oh, yeah, let's stand up for the most intelligent boy in this class. I think that's what people are joking. You know? You see a poor man and say, wow, this man is the richest man in this country. You know, just try to mock him, but say it indirectly. That's sarcasm. Sarcasm. Then, you look at hero. The hero is the main male character in the story. The hero is the main male character in the story. The hero is the main male character in the story. That's a hero. The main male character in a story. The hero is the main male character in a story. Love them everywhere. Very boy. Troy Martin. Move on to actors. Actors are people who do acting for a living. Actors are people whose job is acting. Actors are people whose job is acting. Actors are people whose job is acting. You know, the actors are those that assume the role of characters in plays. They assume the role of characters in plays. The actors are those that receive makeup and put on the costume. The next one is characters. Characters, on the other hand, are those who speak the words and perform the actions in a work of art. They are those who speak the words and perform the actions in a work of art. Characters are those who speak the words and perform the actions in works of art. That's a character. They speak the words and perform the actions in works of art. They reveal the mind of the author to the readers. They reveal the mind of the author to the readers. They reveal the mind of the author to the readers. They reveal the mind of the author to the readers. Yeah, they reveal the mind of the author to the readers. That's it. Verse. Because then I told you that another name for poetry is verse. Another word for poem is verse. You see, you hear something like blank verse. This is a verse. We have the blank verse. For the free verse, of the rhyme verse. You see, the blank verse talks about a poem whose lines are iambic pentameter, but they do not rhyme. A poem whose lines are iambic pentameter, but they do not rhyme. The free verse describes any poem that is not written in a kind of specific structure, no line pattern, just there. No specific pattern of writing, no specific structure of writing. No line. The stanzas are not arranged of equal length, but the feet are not arranged just like that. No line, no reading. Call it a free verse. When we talk about rhyme verse, this is a poem that has perfect rhyme. Poem that has perfect rhyme. That's a rhyme verse. Then move to Sesula. Sesula. Sesula is a device used in poetry to create kind of pause or stop while reciting a poem. Sesula is a device used in poetry to create a kind of pause or stop while reciting a poem. To create a kind of pause or stop while reciting a poem. Who sat and watched my infant head when sleeping on my cradle bed until lost perfect shed my mother. When pain and sickness made me cry, who gazed upon my eye and therefore the dead that die, my mother. I know look at this little pause after my mother. You continue. That kind of pause is called Sesula. Sesula is when you deliberately pause a little. You pause a little, you relax a little. While reciting the poem. But that relaxation is even caused by the poet. The one that has made plans for it to be like that. That's why we are observing it. Then move on to fiction. 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 Fiction in literature is used to talk about works that are not based on facts. Fiction in literature tells us about works that are not based on facts. Fiction in literature tells us about works that are not based on facts. You know what I'm saying? Fiction in literature tells us about works that are not based on facts. It tells us about works. Fictional works tell us about works that are not based on facts. Is that clear? It tells us about works that are not based on facts. That's fictional work. Example, all the fictions. Oh, it's a fictional work. Fiction. Most I will use fiction to describe prose, not drama. We use fiction to describe prose, not drama. Now we have aside. Aside is a technique in drama. Aside is a technique in drama used when one or more characters separate themselves from other characters on stage in order to say or do what could be understood by those other characters. When one or more characters separate themselves from other characters on stage in order to say or do what will never be understood by the other characters. But the audience will know what they have said or what they are planning to do. The other characters will not know. Aside, that is what we call it. Move your face aside and plan. They are going to do so. As you plan it, those other people will not know, but the audience will know. That is called aside. Drama is the imitation, the impersonation, imitation, and presentation of other people's characters on stage for the audience. Are you with me? The impersonation, presentation, impersonation, imitation, and presentation of other people's characters on stage for the audience. That is drama. That is drama. Drama must involve action. Must involve action. Okay, but the audience will watch the drama. Drama can also be called a play. If you agree with me that a playwright is one that writes plays, also called a dramatist, the person that writes drama. Take note. Now, another thing we should know is prose. Prose. The prose is a narrative work of art. The prose is a narrative work of art presented in chapters and paragraphs. The prose must have a storyteller, who is also called the narrator. This storyteller or narrator is a link between the author and the readers. The storyteller collects information from the author, which narrates to the readers. In other words, the storyteller lets us to know the mind of the author. That is it. That is prose. These are examples of prose. What is those? Here are examples of prose. These ones. What is good? Prose. Unexpected job done is a prose. Good height is a prose. Physical man is a prose. Psychology is a prose. Redemption road is prose. All of them, narrative works of art. And all of them, they have narrators speaking the mind of the author. They reveal the author's mind. The narrator is the intermediary between the author and the readers. The narrator lives inside of the book, cannot come outside. We have genre. Genre. Genre is a literary genre. It's a term used to describe. It's a term we would have referred to as branches or categories or groups. That is division. It's not types. It's a type of literature. It's genre of literature. It's a type of literature. No, it's not type. Genre means categories. We use genre to mean the different groups that we can divide something into. You see it? For instance, literature can be said to have three different groups: drama, prose, and poetry, which we call three genres of literature. The biography. We've seen it before, but let's take it again. The biography is a form of non-fictional prose in which a writer writes about the true life of another person. In other words, the true account of a person written by another person is called biography. The true account of another person written by another person is called biography. The true account of another person written by another person is called biography. See that? Now we have lullaby. Lullaby. A lullaby is a poem, basically lyrical poem. Lullaby is a poem written to make a child sleep or stop crying. Lullaby is a poem written to make a child sleep or stop crying. Lullaby is a poem written to make a child sleep or stop crying. There's this particular one written by J.P. Clark. talking about string-side exchange. What says riverbed, sitting all day long on hook over grass. Riverbed, sing to me a song of all that pass and say, will mother come back today? And the response is, you cannot know and should not bother. Tide and market come and go, and so shall your mother. Riverbed, sitting all day long on hook over grass. Riverbed, sing to me a song of all that pass and say, will mother come back today? It says you cannot know and should not bother. Tide and market come and go, and so shall your mother. Most times, children are crying. You sing some kind of song for them, they're just doing lullaby. You say, oh little baby, why do you cry? Never mind, baby. Daddy Philip is coming. If he's coming today, we buy you bread. Oh, never mind. Daddy is coming. See, that is lullaby. Then you move over to the next one. Elegy. Elegy is a mournful poem. It's a poem that you do to mourn the dead. It's a poem about the dead. It's a mournful poem. An elegy is a mournful poem. An elegy has a mournful tone. You see it? An elegy has a mournful tone. Huh? An elegy has a mournful tone. It's a poem designed to mourn the dead. Then the next one is antithesis. Antithesis is a figure of speech. It's a figure of contrast actually. It's a figure of speech used when two opposite group of words rather, are placed side by side in a sentence. Two group of words are placed side by side in a sentence. Take note, it is different from oxymoron. But oxymoron, there is two opposite words are placed side by side in a sentence. In oxymoron, two opposite words are placed side by side in a sentence. But in antithesis, two opposite group of words. For instance, I said it that if you need peace, prepare for war. If you need peace, prepare for war. If you need peace, prepare for war. That is antithesis. The more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. If you need peace, prepare for war. That is antithesis. And let's look at anecdote. Right. Anecdote is short, engaging story.